Well, another area in the eThekwini municipality is without water. Verulam residents say they will continue protesting until the municipality resolves their water woes. They have been without water for the last 10 days. Water tankers stopped distributing water at the weekend. But for more on the story, we cross live to SABC News reporter Vusi Khumalo. Vusi, good morning to you. The irony is not lost on me, of course, where you've got a community that says they've had no access to water for just close to 10 days, when last week there was flooding in the area. So one can imagine just the frustration. Talk to us about what you're hearing from those community members.
Yes, good morning. Yes, indeed. It has been a difficult 3 months for the community of tenants here in Verulam, just north of Durban, where we are today. The community is staging a protest demanding water. They are up in arms, saying that they need also the authorities to come and address their dire situation of having no water for 96 days. They are telling me that today is being the 96th day without water in this community of Verulam. Let me talk to some of the community activists, some of the water crisis committees that are here leading this protest from yesterday. They've been here. On our way here, we've been seeing quite a number of communities and also some residents putting some huge logs and also burning tires across the road, ensuring that a lot of traffic is being disturbed. You can also see police as well as Metro Police that are also here trying to ensure that everything is on the straight and narrow, and that community are protesting within their confines. Let's talk to the community activists now. I'm going to start with Roshan Lil Ratham, who's also heading a water crisis community in this area. Let us welcome you, sir. Just tell us about the problems. What is it that really triggered this problem here?
Well, sir, thank you for coming out here to highlight the plight of our society. The Trenants Park residents community, particularly this old phase, has been at the new phase, has been without running water in their taps for 96 consecutive days. Now, that is a dire situation. It has reached a humanitarian crisis where children are getting sick, the elderly are falling and getting injured trying to get water. It is unreal, it's unbearable. And we need urgent intervention from government, from whichever source of government. We have failed with the municipality. Now we've called upon the national government to intervene in this crisis.
Yes. In other communities where there's no water, we've been seeing water takers being brought in the area to help their communities. What about this area? Have you had any water takers being brought in this area?
Well, sir, from Sunday, we've not received any tankers at all to assist the community. And that is why many of them are on the street today, because they expected to return to work, to their places of employment. Children needed to get back to schools. And unfortunately, there was no water. They were promised water in their taps at 3 o'clock this morning. So they realized that they would not need tankers. And now tankers have failed to arrive early in the morning or late last night to help alleviate the burden of these residents. Now, as you can see, many of these people are employed people. They have jobs to go to. They are mothers, their fathers, and they are school children in the crowd here that they couldn't get to school. And we cannot have a community within KZN or in this municipality that's being neglected like orphans. Government can't treat one part of the community differently. We need the same treatment.
So as you are calling for the national intervention in order to address this situation, have you had any opportunity to talk to the local authorities now? The mayor, I've heard you, some of you calling for the intervention from the mayor as well. What are the local authorities saying about your situation?
Okay, I have personally, as the Verulam Water Crisis Committee spokesperson, written to the mayor and the leadership, that is the city manager, the deputy city manager, including EXCO of the municipality, where we have called on them to come out and meet us as a crisis committee. Unfortunately, they have completely ghosted ghosted us. They are not responding to our correspondences. And that is what caused me now to write to the President of the country and to the national leadership of government, including the South African Human Rights Commission.
Okay, thanks a lot. Let me perhaps shift my focus now onto another community activist, Dravina Ramai. Just tell us about the struggles of having no water. Early in the morning, the schools have just opened as well. Tell us about those struggles that you are experiencing on a daily basis.
Okay, so we have multiple roads that don't have water for 96, 97 consecutive days. And it's really a struggle. We've got roads that are uphills, and then there's no place for tankers to park. People have to actually walk sometimes 50 meters to the entrance of their roads just to get water. If we do get tankers, they're coming at 11, 12 o'clock in the night. This is a very high crime-ridden area, and we cannot, think of our safety or whether we want water first. Right? Also, we've got 2 schools that are on the new phase area, which we are failing to send our children to school because of it. How do they wake up in the morning, have a bath, go to school? We must think about their hygiene also. If they get sick at school, what's going to happen? What is going to happen to our kids? We've got workers here that are not going to work because there's no water. It's not just an emotional strain on our community. It's emotional, physical, and financial strain because residents have to buy water. And we can't buy water on a daily basis. We can't buy water and at the same time be paying bills for something that we're not getting. We absolutely nothing. We're paying 5,000 rand for air that's just going through our pipelines.
So what is it that they are saying really triggered this problem? Because I do understand that it was not the recent flood that took place like 2 years ago.
I wish I could answer that question because every time we ask that question, we get a different answer. We just feel it's excuses upon excuses. Nobody wants to give us a definite answer where our water has disappeared to.
We want water.
Exactly. We want water and we want to know where our water has gone to.
We want water. That's a call by the community members here. As you can also see a placard that is being held aloft by the community members of Tenants Park here just north of Durban in Verulam, saying that they want water, and they've also braved cold weather conditions. As you may see, it is also raining down here, but they've also braved the rainy weather conditions to ensure that they do raise their plight of having no water, wanting the national intervention now, saying that they've been with the local authorities, but there hasn't been any fruitful engagement. Hence, they are here today on the road calling for communities to sort out or to fix their problems of having no water in this area of Tenants Park communities. So they've been having running battles with police, as he is showing you some of the stretch marks that he has been allegedly saying that it's been shot by a rubber bullet by the police. As to Ngobe showing you some of the logs that have been put here across the road in a number of roads that have been in this situation here in Tenants Park in Verulam.